All right, let's get free this morning with this one thing. I'll be right back. Good, glorious morning, everyone. It's a brand new day. Let's welcome it in. Let's pour into it. Let's respect it. Let's appreciate it. And let's see what we can pour into it. I want you to get free this morning with this one thing I'm going to read. It's a poetic and it's going to speak to you. So I'm going to jump right in, and then I have some bonus things to share. I've been reading out of the Ben Franklin Poor Richard's Almanac. I'll grab some quotes from that for you. They're always interesting and poignant. And then I have this other book with Thich Nhat Hanh, which has some great things about blocks. So let me share the one thing this morning right away. I'm going to jump right in. And it's trust. It's trust. Perhaps we're hyper focused to control everything to the point where we're squeezing it too tight. We're coming from scarcity and we're suffocating the abundance from flowing. So let me read this to you. This is a great thing. I usually share this at my live event, but I felt led to share it this morning because I feel like I'm not the only one that can go through some of these things that happen in the mind. So let me read this to you. Just stay with it. If you want to breathe, take a deep breath this morning. If you're able to take a pause, that's a good thing. Get yourself from shallow breath, which is sympathetic mode, fight, flight, fright, into deep breath through the nose, down into the belly, down into the lungs, belly expands. You start to change that to go to parasympathetic, which is rest, refresh, digest. And I think that's a better state to learn from. So see if you can do that and listen to this morning. Trust, trust, trust. Again and again. That's the issue. See how much of your pain, your anguish, your tension arises simply from not trusting the absolute perfection of this present moment. You may say, but I've lost my way. I'm off track. I'm somehow wrong in the wrong place at the wrong time, doing the wrong thing. Where I'm going is a dead end. But we say, oh dear, you are not off track. You haven't lost your way. You're going somewhere worth going, somewhere magnificent beyond the ability of your mind to comprehend. By trusting the perfection of each moment, you give yourself a gift, permission to enjoy the journey. Don't just take the trip. Let yourself enjoy the ride. And that was by Melody Beattie from Journey to the Heart. And trust the journey. I can't tell you how many times my dad was a Vietnam veteran. My dad was in Vietnam. He's passed in 2018. But you know what? He was in a war. So my dad, everything was fight or flight, live or die, do it or die. And so I got brought up in that. And then I got fearful, scarcity, low self-worth, all these things swirling through me. So I hyper-focused, living in my head, trying to figure it all out when you can't figure it all out. So the message this morning, just let go of the reins. And if you want to go a little deeper, make your decision on what you want to happen in your life. Void of seeing the entire road. I used to I hyper focus on, if I can't see it, it's not going to happen. I got to see it. I got to be able to. And I'm not saying don't plan, but what I'm saying is be flexible with that part. Don't be so hyper focused. Like if you've made your decision and you feel really good about that emotion, that you made that decision and you feel your emotions rise up, you're like, wow, that really feels good. But then you go into, well, how's it going to happen? And you start to suffocate it and squeeze it. You're killing it. So make the decision, let the positive emotions expand, and then dance with the how to. Just imagine it's a one dance, because we try to nail it on the first time. We try to hit the ball out of the park. But what happens? You see it in baseball all the time. It's baseball season. Hitters get too hyper focused. They get in their heads and now they're striking out and they're in a slump. And it's only when we say, we believe, we trust a part of us that we don't know, we can't see, but we trust it. And then when we get out of our heads, suddenly something instinctual comes through. And then there's this, wow, there's this breakthrough. And I believe in studying this for so long, writing the book Flashpoint, Manifesting the Moment of Your Big Breakthrough. It's on my website, austinjhaynes.com, endorsed by Damon John. You can go see. I feel like the more we can get ourselves out of the way, like trust that intuitive what we want, the vision of what we want, but then get this overthinking mind out of the way, this beautiful thing. It's like, I can't force the flower to grow. I can't make the tree bud. I mean, I can water it, I can fertilize it, but I can't make it. So I feel like when we hyper focus, we go overboard and we suffocate what we want. Are you feeling this morning? Hit the screen. Like, let me know if this is vibing with you this morning, because I know I'm not the only one. I know there's more of us that do that. So we're going to let that marinate. Feel free to type something in, take a breath again, go from sympathetic, fight, flight, fright, that's where the world operates, which we try to control everything. And when we try to control everything, we're like this. We're mouth breathing, we're shallow, we're in a state of fight and flight. So if you again, I condition myself every day throughout the day. I'm making sure I'm grabbing those nose breathing, filling the lungs, let the belly expand, and letting those things pour in. I spent 21 years on a quota. So I lived on a quota for 21 years. I was hustle and grind, chase and race, strive and drive constantly. So I know what that feels like. And it sells. The world loves that. The world loves how to. The world loves chase and race and strive and drive. But look at where it's got us. Perhaps we need the opposite. It's not popular, but it's necessary. And although you're not responding, it's what you need right now. You need some reprieve. You need some breath. You need some conscious moments where you feel like you're fully immersed in life. And then we can get free by trusting. We can stay present with this conscious moment, and we can move forward from a beautiful place to live. Get free, stay present, move forward. Say that to yourself now. I'm free. Say that. I'm free, I'm present, and I'm moving forward. My name's Austin James Haynes. Went from a 19-year corporate employee with the same Fortune 500 company to a poet. I wouldn't change a thing. I love life. I appreciate life. Failures, setbacks, letdowns, time and time and time again. And perhaps every letdown, every setback is the opportunity for appreciation. But that's the paradox. I'm going to read from this book, Poor Richard's Almanac. Which is by Benjamin Franklin, which is 200-year-old quotes. Let's see. Oh, I love this one. This is a funny one. He that goes far to marry will either deceive or be deceived. That's crazy. Necessity never made a good bargain. Necessity never made a good bargain. That means when you are in dire need of something, you tend to settle. It's when you're attached to it, it doesn't end up working out well. Wow. Wow. This book is really gold. It's a Poor Richard's Almanac. I may end this and start up another video and do a 200-year-old quotes. The worst wheel of the cart makes the most noise. The use of money is all the advantage there is in having money. I really like that one because we live in a society that is selling acquire money, acquire money, acquire money, acquire money, acquire. Like, what about the use of money? Like, where's the talk about donating to charities, how to donate, how to set up your estate, how to put your money to good use where it's sustainable, right? But everything's about acquire money, get the high ticket client, get all these, high ticket things. But it says here, the use of money is all the advantage there is in having money. So that means money that's in use, money that's in service is the only advantage of money. Think about that. Not the money that I'm putting in a closet. And there's a parable about that in the Bible, right? The parable of the sowers, right? The one servant who buries his talent, like it's called, and it gets stolen. But all the other ones put it to good use, and they doubled and they got a percentage back on what they invested. Isn't that beautiful? So I got one like. So I guess nobody likes this on TikTok anyway. So these are some quotes. Let's see. Let all men know thee, but no man know thee thoroughly. Men freely ford that see the shallows. Let's see what else. There's many witty men whose brains can't fill their bellies. Oh, thanks, Donna. I appreciate you being here. We got Donna here on TikTok. I appreciate you chiming in. It's I love doing this, and I think it's people try to figure out who I am and what I'm doing. Like I said, I lived on a quota for 21 years. So where this space that I'm in, I'm taking everything that I've learned and I'm want to serve people with it, but in a unique way. So a ship under sail and a big bellied woman are the handsomest two things that can be seen common. See, some of these quotes they're over 200 years ago. So, all right, I'm going to end the live stream here on YouTube. Thanks for being here today, and let's wrap it up. Pick something that you've been hyper focused on and see if you can let go of the reins. Pause and breathe and just let it go and begin to trust. Trust what you don't know. My name's Austin James Haynes, 21 years in sales. And with this 19 of those with the same Fortune 500 company. It's incredible to even say that. It's like, how did I stay there for 19 years? I'm just amazed. It's like, it feels like a lifetime ago. But I hope I want my life to be an example that you can change your life. You can stop, reflect, question, trust, make a new decision, and literally change your life. And if I reach one person, that's it. That's good. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. We'll catch you later.